Hi there, my name is Bayan Flaherty. I'm the Director of Independent Building Advice, and today we're going to talk to you about demolishing your home. If you're thinking about demolishing your home, you think it's time for you to get rid of it and start new, I'm going to give you some tips and ideas about how that works today to help you make a seamless journey. We've got 20 years experience in the building industry. We work independent of builders, hence the name Independent Building Advice, and what we do is we advise you to get the best service for you. We generally like to design the home for you through our expert panel of designers, where we look at functionality, the level of your block, how your block works, where it's located, if it slopes, how to make the most out of that, whether you want to split level or really do some wow factors. Put lots of design features in there, but best of all, we design to make sure we don't blow your budget. And once we've designed the home expertly for you with 3D walkthroughs, and you actually have 3D lifelike elevations for you, and it looks amazing, we then help you shortlist builders and tender it out. But today we're going to talk about what the demo and build is, more so than about our services that we offer. So what we do is the demo and build process can be very simple. We actually overlook that whole process for you, but this is a little bit about how it works. So what happens is you have a block, you have your home there, and you have to demolish it. So first of all, what we do is we want to look at your property and we want to get some quotes for you. So the way demolition companies work when they get quotes is they have a look at your property and they look at what they can salvage. Are there floorboards they can rip out? Are there window frames they can rip out? Are there handles or taps that they can salvage and on-sell? And that helps them to offset their cost with the actual cost of the demo and build. So if you're doing a single story or a normal sort of home, I'd probably allow about $20,000 as a rough guide for now. You could get a bit cheaper than that, but let's allow $20,000 is a good budget to leave for that. If it's two-story or a bit more complicated, or there's asbestos or things like that, that can be a bit more, but just allow $20,000 as a rough guide for that. So when they salvage, you get the quotes. What we like to do is we recommend you get a few quotes, and we have a look at those quotes, and we could recommend demolition companies to you, but we compare to make sure that the demo companies are actually doing everything right, that they're actually preparing the block properly, and they've removed all the stuff they need to, they've raked the soil and so forth. The reason why we do that is what some demolition companies, not all, there's some really good ones out there, is they can cut corners because they know they're competing, and they do less work or not complete the site properly. And then what happens is that when you get when you go, oh, we'll go with that one, it's cheaper, you hire them, they do the job. When the builder comes along, they go, well, half this work's not done, I'm going to have to do it anyway. And then they end up doing that job and they charge you a premium for it. So you want to make sure that those quotes are covering everything. And again, we look at all that for you to make sure that it is covered, you are comparing apples with apples, and then you're getting the right demolition company. The next thing I want to talk to you about is don't demolish your home until you have to. So what we recommend by that is you get a demolition license. You can't get a new license until you got the demolition license, because you can't build a new home on a house that's already there unless that's renovating. But what you do is you get a demolition license approval, and then you get a housing approval for your new home, and then you demolish the home in the home. But don't demolish it unless you got all your approvals, so you're definitely going ahead, because a house on the block is often better than no house on the block, because at least you can rent it out in most cases, or you can sell it. It's easy to sell if it's a house on there, or you can renovate. You've got options. If you've got a vacant block of land, you have less options. So yeah, don't demolish until you have to. On that, as far as timeframes go, if you were to sign up with a builder today, for example, you don't have to be out of the home for quite some time. Generally, you have to rat bait just before you do it. So normally about 6 to 8 weeks before you're actually ready to start construction, do you have to be out of the home. So if you're signing up with a builder today, for example, you've got about 4 months, 3 to 4 months before you really need to think about getting out of the home. So you've got plenty of time. So don't think you have to rush and leave immediately, but that's something you need to look at. As part of the demolition process, yes, you do want to be organized earlier, because you don't want to get to the point that the builder's waiting for you to demolish the home, and therefore there's delays, and therefore you're subject to potential price increases. So you do want to be organized with that, which again, we can help you with that. And that's just liaising with the demolition company to make sure that it all works well for you. So demolition can be quite easily to do and make sure it works for you. But when you're building in infill blocks, a big thing that we find with design is actually making sure you're designing the home right for that block. Every block is different. Grabbing a standard plan from a builder and just chucking it on the block is often a mistake, because that home that might be designed for that standard plan might be, the sun might be in a different location, or north might be in a different location. So you want to make sure that you're customizing that design to take in the topography of the land, the levels of the land, and also your neighboring properties, but also maximizing your sunlight and your solar orientation for your home. So we can design all that for you to make sure that home looks amazing. And as I said, we can design it really cost effective. We go to, there's 400 builders out there. We go to the right builders for you, for your particular project, that are going to deliver a great job and the service you want. And we stay with you through the whole process. So if you want to see what services we do, please, check us out, see what we do. I won't go into that in this video, but we offer a lot of services. We are a third-party advisor to you, working for you for your best interest to make sure you have a seamless build, and quite often we'll save you a fortune at the same time, which doesn't hurt. Thanks very much.